Royale Play Lithos Venetian Peacock. This Lithos finish is a stunning damask motif reminiscent of an ethnic antiquity. We are now going to learn the application process of Royale Play Lithos Venetian Peacock. Materials required: Royale Play Lithos and Royale Play Protective Coat. Tools required: Venetian Peacock 4x4 feet stencil, steel trowel and scraper, painting tray, color wash sponge, application roller, mixer machine, sanding paper 180 number, measuring tape, chalk, thread, touch-up brush and masking tape. Steps of application to create this finish are: Step 1. Primer plus putty plus primer. Step 2. Apply 2 coats of Royale Play Lithos. Step 3. Apply first coat of Royale Play Protective Coat. Step 4. Measure, mark and create stencil design using Royale Play Lithos. Step 5. Apply second coat of Royale Play Protective Coat. Let us see the application process in detail. First step is primer plus putty plus primer. Tip: surface should be evenly leveled and free from any kind of defects. Do not prepare base using solvent-based or oil-based undercoat. Next step is to apply 2 layers of Royale Play Lithos. Prepare and mix the desired Royale Play Lithos shade selected from the color palette available in the Luxe swatch kit. Apply freshly prepared material using steel trowel and scraper. Please ensure that the material is leveled uniformly to avoid any scratches and trowel marks. Allow it to dry for 4 to 6 hours. Repeat the same step to deposit the second layer. Buff this using close pour technique to smoothen out the finish. Allow it to dry for 4 to 6 hours. Third step is to apply first layer of Royale Play Protective Coat. Sand the Lithos layer using 180 number sanding paper and wipe clean the loose particles using clean cloth. Apply 1 coat of Royale Play Protective Coat diluted with 1:2 parts of water to seal previously applied layer. Let's move to the next step, which is stencil application. We have chosen a contrast color for this pattern to bring out the Venetian peacock motif prominently. Please ensure that material is mixed and kept overnight for better results. Always have the dry run done before initiating final stencil application to be able to mark the center and starting point for stencil positioning. Now, follow the instructions given on the stencil pack to proceed further. Stencils will come in multiple pieces and applicator needs to follow the sequence given on the stencil pack to complete the application. Once the stencil is positioned, stick it using masking tape so that it won't move during application. Deposit material using steel trowel or scraper according to the stencil design. Deposition is to be done following the stencil direction only. Do not deposit material with extensive pressure. Ensure uniform deposition and leveling throughout the stencil application. Loose parts of the stencil can be stuck using small piece of masking tape underneath it to avoid smudging. Align the multiple pieces and repeat the technique. Wait for minimum 5 to 10 minutes before moving to the next portion of the stencil for application. Take a step back in between to observe the stencil alignment from minimum 8 feet to 10 feet distance, which is very important to achieve neat and clean design. For touch-ups, allow the portion to dry completely and scrap off the unwanted extra layer using scraper to achieve expected shape. Sand the stencil layer gently following the stencil direction, sanding paper 180 number to achieve desired output. Wipe clean the loose particles using clean and dry cloth. Apply second layer of Royale Play for stencil area using color wash sponge. Keep a clean and dry cloth handy to wipe out excessive material spillage. Do not leave any portion uncovered to avoid patchiness. Allow it to dry for 3 to 4 hours. Your impressive Lithos Venetian Peacock wall is ready. Drying time: Royale Play Lithos 4 to 6 hours. Royale Play Protective Coat 3 to 4 hours. Coverage: Royale Play Lithos 5 to 6 square feet per kilogram for 2 coats. Royale Play Protective Coat 200 to 250 square feet per liter for 2 coats. Shades used: Royale Play Lithos first and second coats, natural linen L132. Royale Play Lithos stencil coat, rock crystal 8775. Royale Play protective coat, clear.